Hillsborough, Flygirlchristina, and today I'm here with a good friend and a three-star athlete, DJ Jones. DJ Jones, welcome to the show.
How you doing, Christina?
Doing good, and you?
I'm doing good.
All right, DJ Jones, I know you are from Hillsborough High School, and this is your first year there, and I also know that last year you transferred from Sumner to Hillsborough, so how's that transition going for you so far?
I would say the transition has been so good so far. I'm glad I made the move and just working out. And I would say Hillsborough was probably the best move that I ever made because they've been preparing me from college and, the next level and stuff. So it's been good.
That's good because I know sometimes when some people take a transition, it's a big step for them, and sometimes it gets in the way of mistakes and all that. But it seems like it's been doing pretty good to you. So what is it like being a three-star? Tell the people what is it like?
I would say like you definitely realize all the hard work that you've been doing. Working out every day and pushing it hard and just doing your best in school and everything like that. So I would say being a three-star is cool and everything. Of course, you want more, but I'm still just a regular kid, a regular student. And I'm just trying to get my degree and diploma and all that. So it's been good.
That's good. So what do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 to 10 years from now?
I would say I see myself, going to college, maybe playing at the next level, doing college football. But I would say mostly just getting my degree, getting my master's. I want to major in journalism. So basically just doing something outside of football in the next 5 to 10 years after football, because football doesn't last forever.
Right, which is good because I know some players now, they just think football just lasts forever. But sometimes some people got to learn there's another major out there that you can do to accomplish you. So which strengths do you believe you make you a great athlete?
I would say the strengths that make me a great athlete and, separate me from other big men like me, me playing defensive end and tight end, is how fast I am and how quick I am getting off the ball on the defensive end, on the defensive side. And I say tight end, just killing the middle linebackers and then going against the cornerbacks, up top of them, being able to grab the ball and jump so high. So that's what I would say would separate me from a lot of other people, a lot of defensive end and tight ends.
Which is good because I know sometimes you got to be quick and you got to think quick to move quick. So what do you believe is one of your weaknesses, and how do you think you're going to improve them this year?
I would say probably one of my weaknesses is really just staying low, not selling my route so early. That's what I really need to work on. When I get out my stance, I get up a little too high, or my stance is a little crooked. So the linebackers and cornerbacks can, be able to tell what route I'm doing. And even though I make the play, how can I perfect it and make it, crispy? So that's basically what I've just been trying to work on, staying low and getting there quick.
Getting there quick is, I think, the best way. Because I know sometimes you go against these other teams, you always need that one fast person to make the team change a little bit. Yeah. And I think you can do it. Yeah. So rank the top 5 priorities currently in your life right now.
Top 5 priorities. Graduating high school, making a good decision on what college I want to go to, doing good in college as far as school and then football. And that's what I would say probably my top 5. I think that was 5.
I think so too. So I know sometimes due to you being a senior this year, it's like a lot of weight on your shoulders. Yeah. So now that's when everything starts to come together. Because I know when you're like a freshman, sophomore, junior, well, some juniors now, they're starting to get everything combined together. But now everything's really coming to the end of your high school career. Yeah. You're about to move on to college. So now you got to really prepare yourself. Yeah. And then how do you think you're going to keep preparing yourself to go to college this year?
I would just say, keep praying, getting closer with God, doing schoolwork, and, getting my schoolwork done, and then going out on the field and doing what I got to do, workouts, things like that. So I would say that's what will prepare me for college and things like that, just doing what I've been doing over and over again. So that's what I would say.
That's good, because I know sometimes it's hard being a student athlete, but how do you manage you being a student athlete now?
I would say number one, getting closer with God, praying on it every day that it's going to get better even when it seems hard. Definitely putting your schoolwork first. If you got to stay up that extra hour or two, doing schoolwork at nighttime, definitely get it done. And then everything else will take care of itself as long as you have faith in yourself and in God. So that's what I would say got me through so far.
Okay, that's good because I know sometimes you got to get yourself closer to God. That's what I do because
Yeah.
I mean sometimes it helps me
Yeah.
to figure out what I have to do as a person because I mean sometimes it's just you just need that one little extra push or guidance, and I think that's my guidance, and that might be your guidance too.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is the greatest challenge that athletes are facing today?
I would say the greatest challenge. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Okay, so the greatest challenge that you're going to be facing today, like, what do you think will impact these athletes now? Because I know a lot of athletes go to different type of struggles and everything, and some people go through a lot of successes too. But like, how do you think?
I would say for like seniors that's going to college, a lot that's being talked about right now is NIL deals and money and things like that. So I would say that will kind of get in the way of people's decision on what college they want to go to or things like that. But I would just say, as far as for me, just go where your heart desires. Like don't do it for the money. Don't do it for anything. If you want to go to this college, if you want to go to HBCU, any of that, like go there. Do what you think is best for you. So I would say that's what really been getting in the way of high school is going to college. NIL deals and things like that and money.
Which I agree because I know some people say, "Oh, you go where the money is." It's not always that because it's an awful how you feel and what you think is the best choice for you and your family. Because I know sometimes everybody says family matters, but also you matter.
Yeah, because you gotta realize like you're gonna be there all 4 years.
Right.
You don't want to have to do the transfer portal. So if you want to do those 4 years, then you should go to a college that is best fit for you, and you got a really good relationship with the coach and things like that.
I think sometimes that helps because I know a lot of people are familiar with one athlete and they're like, oh, just because he went there doesn't mean I want to go there. Because some people think of it like that, and it doesn't always work like that. So how do you manage your athletic responsibilities and other recreational and not recreational activities?
So I would say making a calendar for myself, writing it down, trying to okay, I got to do this at this time, I got to do that, I got to do schoolwork at this. So I would say like definitely investing in a calendar and a book to write down things so you can remember things and oh yeah, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. So I would say getting a calendar would probably help a lot.
I know sometimes getting a calendar it helps me because that's how I manage to do all these interviews. So I know sometimes when you get a calendar, it keeps you organized as a person. And sometimes some people think, oh, I don't need a calendar, but they say it's at the top of their head, but it's not always at the top of their head.
No, you need to write it down.
Right. So is there another athlete on your team or from another team that you mentored or helped train? If so, what did you do for them?
That I mentored and helped train. I would say maybe mentor Jay Cummins. That's my little brother. He's gonna be a junior this year. I would say helping him out. We both help each other because you can learn from somebody that's younger than you. But I would say don't do this, don't do that. Get prepared for this, get prepared for that. And then I will also say my little brother, Darion Jones, upcoming freshman, just helping him, get on the road and like how weights and stuff and things like that. So I would say my little brother too, showing him the ways around as far as high school.
Because I know sometimes you always gotta help someone. Like with me, it's opposite because I'm the youngest. Yeah, somebody ends up helping me or giving me a helping hand, and then when I have to, I choose to do it. So I know sometimes we gonna look out for these people that you just named because I know football season's upcoming like real quick, really next week, to be honest. So which is good because I know when you have someone a mentor, it makes you feel good, and if you can help them, they can probably help you later on. Mm-hmm. So what's the best piece of advice you gained from your coaches?
I would say probably the best advice that I gained from Coach G and Coach Selvey. Shout out to Coach Selvey. I would say just keep working hard, keep doing your business and school first, and don't listen to what anybody has to say because there's a lot of haters out there. But just stay on your path and stay focused. And I would say that's probably one of the best advice that I got from those two coaches.
Right, because I know sometimes they say you got to tune the people out to make yourself do a lot better. So how important is an athlete's public image now?
I would say athlete public image is definitely important, as far as like posting stuff and reposting stuff, retweeting stuff, tweeting stuff, I would say that, I know that colleges are looking. They're looking on the internet. They're looking to find that little piece of evidence that they could find to say, well, you know what? I don't think I want to recruit him. Just that one little post that you make can mess up everything. So I would say, stay clean and don't feed into the drama and this and that. You got your goal. Stay with your goal. So.
Right, because I know a lot of coaches now, when you go live and stuff on Instagram, you got to make sure what you say, what you post, and everything. Because I know there's always that one coach that's really going to be everywhere.
And they be watching. They'll make a fake page just to get on. They don't want you to know that they on there, but 9 times out of 10, they on there.
Okay, because I know that happens.
Yeah, it does.
It happens a lot. And it doesn't even just happen with coaches. It happens with just the schools too. Because you have those school fan pages. They might jump on it. You never know. It might just be a coach. And then people don't even realize that. You got to pay attention to the key details now. Because if you don't, you're going to miss out. It's going to literally fly right under your nose and you won't know.
Yeah.
So is there an athlete or coach that you would look up to?
I would say a coach that I look up to is, like I said before, shout out to Coach Selvey, George Selvey. USF Hall of Fame defensive end. I would say I really look up to him. I watch his film, see how he do his technique, his moves, and things like that. So I would say Coach Selvey. That's probably one of my biggest role models as of right now.
Which is about right, because I know you always had that one coach that inspires me. Like my coach, she inspired me a lot. She told me, she said, you always got to make sure you push through everything. Without you doing it, you won't get nowhere.
It's almost like seeing the older you.
Yeah.
So that's what made me watch his film and watch how he do this, how he get off the ball, how he do the swim move, the double swipe, all that. So that's pretty much it.
Right. So what have you learned about teamwork for your past experiences on your teams?
I would say before even teamwork, I have 5 siblings, so having siblings, you gotta make it work. We just staying together, doing things together. It translates over to when you're on a team, working together, sweating together. If one get in trouble, we all get in trouble. Same as having siblings. So I would say, being on a team, I've definitely been a leader and showed my brothers, how to do this and do that, and they show me how to do this and do that.
Which is good, because I know they say when you have siblings, it really teaches you leadership skills. See, me, I wouldn't really know, because I'm kind of the only child.
Yeah,
so
you lucky.
I wouldn't really know, but I have to learn from my dad, my mom, and they literally fuse me with life lessons every day. If I don't get them, I won't be nowhere where I am now. Because I know that leadership skill, it always holds. I know when you go in school, they might say, "Oh, we're gonna put you in the leadership class." That's not always the case.
No siblings help me though. They help me a lot, boy.
They tell you, they literally, you got to tell them, one get in trouble, y'all all get in trouble.
Yeah, we done so. We on that line running. We mad. Come on, man. Do better.
Right. So tell me about your most successful season in sports. Because I know you're a dual sport athlete. You play football and basketball, so I know that's a lot on your plate. So what's one of your most successful seasons for either one of them or both?
I would say my junior year is when I started, last year, is when I started getting the recognition, the little hype, the little attention. I would say probably my junior year, I just balled out on the football field. I've been playing football for that long. This is going to be my 2nd or 3rd year actually playing football. I've been playing basketball all my life. So, just balling out on the football field and definitely on the basketball court too. I got a dunk against Hillsborough actually. My team that I transferred to, I got a dunk over them. And, I just started to get that recognition and attention from college coaches and things like that my junior year. So I would say I started to blow up my junior year.
Which is good, because I know sometimes you really don't start getting recognition until you do something real big and nobody doesn't notice it. They say, oh, that's an underrated player. Underrated can mean a lot now.
Yeah.
It's not even the overrated players that mean something. It's really the underrated that mean a lot. And really, it's in the middle. Because you're okay, I got the hype off of last year. I got to keep it going. Yeah. Without it, you won't do nothing.
I would definitely say I was a late bloomer. You didn't hear about me my freshman year or sophomore year. I was working out, working hard my freshman and sophomore year so that when I got to my junior year, I could start blowing up and stuff. So I was a late bloomer, but everything happens for a reason. So I just thank God that I'm finally get the recognition that I feel like I deserve, and I'm most definitely gonna get more.
Right, and I know the purpose of my podcast too is to give other athletes and coaches exposure, because I know you're not always gonna have these news people knocking on your door saying like, "Hey, we want to interview." No, this is the purpose of it, to give you really recognition off of what you've done, and then it's gonna make you even better. So when you go to another interview, you be like, "Okay, I'm ready. Let me do more." So I know you also had that interview at Rivals. How did that go for you?
My interview with Rivals. I'm sorry, my interview with Rivals. It went really good. We just did an update on how my Kansas visit went and when I'm going to be committing and things like that. Asking about my stars and how did the Rivals camp go and what am I looking to do this year? How am I looking to get better? What do I think I need to work on? So I would say the Rivals interview went really good with Ryan Wright, I believe that's his name. So I would say it went good.
That's good, because I know sometimes you do these interviews, some players get nervous, which I know everybody gets nervous when they do an interview. Mostly me. I'm like the one hosting this. I get nervous myself. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what to say next if I have to keep my mind going. But sometimes it seems like you're doing good with these interviews, because I know I've been reading them, keeping up with them and everything. Yeah. So keep praying on it, because I mean, it takes a long time to get up there. And I know you seem like you're already getting up there to say that you were a late bloomer.
Yeah. It's only the beginning.
Right. So what is your technique for memorizing and teaching yourself new plays before an upcoming game?
So I like to break down the plays. I'll go back and text my coach, Coach Earl Garcia. I'll go back and text him about this play that I maybe messed up on, or the count and things like that. But I like to break it down and learn one piece of it, piece by piece of the play, and then when I come back, then I do it right.
Right, because I know sometimes once you break it down, it gets you in the groove to get on that field and be ready. So, what does your daily routine look like now?
So I would say my daily routine. At first, we were working out in the morning, so I have to wake up pretty early, about 5 o'clock in the morning, and then work out. I'll be done by about 12:30. Go home, shower, probably take a nap, and do some work to get prepared for my senior year. But now I just wake up. I do my push-ups, sit-ups, all that. We got a little workout in the garage, so I hit that every now and then. And then I go to my workout with Hillsborough.
Which is good, because sometimes you got to keep yourself in the groove, but keep working out. So when the season comes, you're like, okay, once I get on this line, it's it. That's it. Yeah. So I think that's really a wrap. All right. I think it's a wrap, DJ.
You got those questions, girl.
I really think that's a wrap, because I was like, I got a lot to say. I was like, oh Lord.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for being on the show.